Wes, this is as close as you can get to playoff football in the regular season. Lions-Packers, it's time for final thoughts. All right, Weston, what's at stake?
Mike, we're here. The Green Bay Packers, 4 straight victories. One more gets them into the NFC playoffs. What a run this has been. You have to complete the job, and you have to do it against the Detroit Lions team that's been really hot in the second half, too. It's all going to go down at Lambeau Field.
No question. And we'll find out before kickoff if the Lions are playing for a playoff spot as well. What we do know is that the playoff spot available is the number 7 seed, which means if the Packers do get into the playoffs, everything will be on the road. This is the last game of the season at Lambeau Field. What better way than to have a whole lot on the line? Wes, who's heating up? Presented by Aurora Heated Apparel.
You. Them. Last weekend was one of the best atmospheres I've ever been a part of at Lambeau Field, Mike. People had the sense of urgency, and even when they were playing the Minnesota Vikings in the fourth quarter, up 4 touchdowns, the fans were still in attendance. The Packers need that same type of energy in this one. As you said, Mike, it's a playoff-type atmosphere. The Packers fans need to bring it.
Yeah, absolutely, and you went off script a little bit there, so I will too. The safety position is heating up for the Packers. 3 interceptions last week against Minnesota. Darnell Savage, Adrian Amos, Rudy Ford. It was all the safeties. Jared Goff hasn't thrown an interception since facing the Packers the first time back in Week 9. Those Packers safeties, if they get a chance, they've got to cash in. Wes, I'm going to say the Packers win this game if they protect the football. I already suggested how infrequently the Lions have been turning the ball over, so that might be tough to come by on the defensive side. But we all know the reason the Packers lost at Ford Field back in Week 9 were the turnovers in the red zone, in scoring territory. The Packers are going to move the ball. They need to protect it, finish drives, and they win this football game.
I agree, Mike, and offensively, the Packers need to run the football and run it well. If you look at what happened a few weeks ago with the Carolina Panthers, that is the key to victory in that game against the Lions. Aaron Jones, A.J. Dillon, the way that those two guys complement each other, the way that A.J. Dillon has been running in the red zone here the last few weeks, the Packers need to be able to establish that. They need to control the tempo of this game. It starts on the ground.
No question about it. With that, we will sign off on this edition of Final Thoughts. Be sure to follow all of our coverage of Sunday night's big game on Packers.com and on all of your social media channels. Thanks for watching, everybody. Enjoy the ball game.